Life is full of hardships, moments where the pressure mounts, obstacles seem insurmountable, and doubts creep into our minds. But what if I told you that there's a way to not only withstand these challenges, but to grow stronger because of them? Today we're diving deep into how you can build unshakable resilience through Stoic practices. Practices that have stood the test of time, molded some of the greatest leaders in history, and continue to empower men today. Let's get to it. Stoicism, founded in ancient Greece by Zeno of Citium, is more than just a philosophy. It's a framework for living a resilient life where external events don't control your emotions or decisions. Instead, you harness inner strength and logic to navigate life's challenges. And here's the thing. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending hardships don't exist. It's about building the mental toughness to face them head-on without letting them control you. In a world obsessed with instant gratification and comfort, the Stoic approach offers something radically different: inner resilience. Let's break down the core practices that'll help you build that resilience. One of the most powerful tools in Stoicism is the concept of the Dichotomy of Control. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who embodied Stoic ideals, often reflected on this. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the foundation of resilience. You don't control external events, whether it's the weather, the economy, or how someone treats you, but you control how you respond to them. Most people waste their energy trying to control what's out of their reach, but true resilience comes from directing your energy inward. Think of it like this. Imagine you're driving in a storm. You can't control the storm. What you can control is how you steer the car, how focused you remain, and the decisions you make in that moment. Practical step. Whenever you're faced with a challenge, pause. Ask yourself, what part of this situation can I control? Then, direct all your energy and focus on that. By doing this repeatedly, you'll train yourself to stay grounded in difficult times. Now, let's talk about negative visualization. It's not about being pessimistic. It's about mental preparedness. Seneca once said, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." But here's the catch. Stoics actually practiced imagining the worst-case scenario, not to obsess over it, but to lessen its impact. If you mentally rehearse challenges before they occur, you're not blindsided when they happen. Imagine you're preparing for a major work presentation. Instead of merely focusing on success, think about what could go wrong: technical issues, a tough question from the audience, or even forgetting your main points. By visualizing these hurdles beforehand, you're mentally preparing yourself for adversity. And if those obstacles arise, you'll be ready, unshaken. Practical step. Each day, take a moment to practice negative visualization. Consider one area of your life, a relationship, your career, or a personal goal. Visualize potential setbacks. How would you react? What can you do to prevent or mitigate the damage? This exercise toughens your mind and removes the fear of the unknown. One of the most profound Stoic practices is Amor Fati, the love of fate. It's about accepting everything that happens, not just with resignation, but with love. Not merely to bear what is necessary, but to love it. Nietzsche. When life throws curveballs, whether it's a failure, a heartbreak, or an unexpected change, Stoicism teaches us not to merely accept it, but to embrace it as part of the journey. Resilience comes from viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. For example, let's say you lose a job or a business deal falls through. Instead of spiraling into frustration or regret, the Stoic mindset asks, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Practical step. When things don't go your way, practice Amor Fati. Instead of reacting with anger or despair, remind yourself, this is part of my story. I'll use it to become better. The more you practice loving your fate, the more resilient you'll become to life's inevitable twists. Another key Stoic practice that builds resilience is the concept of memento mori, remembering that you will die. Sounds grim, right? But it's actually a powerful motivator. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." Resilience isn't just about surviving hardships, it's about thriving in the face of them. And when you realize that time is fleeting, you'll stop sweating the small stuff. You won't waste energy on trivial arguments, fleeting frustrations, or temporary setbacks. When you face challenges, remembering that life is finite puts everything into perspective. The traffic jam? Irrelevant. The missed opportunity? Temporary. What matters is how you live each moment, how you treat others, and how you grow through challenges. Practical step. Carry a physical reminder of your mortality. Some Stoics kept a skull or a coin with a symbolic image. Today, it could be a piece of jewelry, or even a simple phrase written down. Remember, you could leave life at any moment. Let it keep you focused on what truly matters. Stoics believed that adversity itself is not just something to overcome, but a path to growth. The Roman philosopher Epictetus emphasized that challenges reveal our true character. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Skillful pilots gain their reputation from storms and tempests. In modern life, we often try to avoid discomfort, seeking the easiest way out. But Stoicism flips that on its head. The challenge you're facing? That's exactly where your growth lies. If you're struggling at work, facing rejection in your relationships, or dealing with a personal failure, know this. The obstacle is the way. The hardship you're enduring is the training ground for your resilience. Practical step. When faced with adversity, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" shift your mindset to, "How can I grow from this?" Every challenge is an opportunity to practice resilience. The more you embrace this mindset, the more unstoppable you'll become. Resilience isn't built in a day, it's cultivated through daily practice. And one of the simplest, yet most powerful ways to build that resilience is through Stoic mindfulness. Stoic mindfulness isn't just about meditating on a mat. It's about staying present and fully engaged in each moment, no matter how tough or trivial it seems. Marcus Aurelius used to remind himself, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." By starting each day with reflection, staying mindful in your actions, and practicing gratitude, you arm yourself with the tools to handle whatever the day throws at you. Practical step. Incorporate a daily Stoic reflection practice. Every morning ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? How can I prepare for them with resilience? And each evening reflect, what did I learn today? How can I improve tomorrow? Life is a constant battle, but you don't have to fight it unprepared. By embracing Stoic practices, focusing on what you can control, practicing negative visualization, loving your fate, remembering death, and finding strength in adversity, you can build a resilience that is unbreakable. Stoicism isn't just ancient philosophy. It's a blueprint for living a life of strength, clarity, and purpose. The more you practice these principles, the more resilient you'll become, not just in the face of adversity, but in every aspect of your life. Remember, the storm is inevitable, but you can become the storm. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and personal growth insights. Leave a comment below on how you're building resilience in your life.